Hello there, welcome back to Victis campaign, or to Victis overhaul to belong to Rome2.org. I can't wait to recruit those Praetorian units. Unfortunately, a lot of time will have to pass until I'll be able to recruit Praetorians and building, first of all, a Casta Praetoria. I think the ability to recruit Praetorians comes with one of the last research projects. I think it would be right here. Actually not. No, actually, I think it belongs here. Yeah, that's right. Become a professional surgery research. This will enable building of legionary barracks and Basilica of Mars, as well as unlocking the recruitment of Prima Cohors Imperialis, Cohors Evocata Imperialis, Legatus, Cohors Presidium Imperialis, and so on. Cohort organization will allow the recruitment of Cohors Formata Voluntatorum and so on. But actually, the unlocking of Praetorians, I think, will come with another recruitment. Let's see where. Actually, I don't know. Cornelia armor, and it should also be one of the last of researches available. I think it should be also here. Yeah, I think it should be Cohors Imperialis, Vocata Presidium. I think it's the Presidium Imperialis. This should be the Praetorians. You have to look again. Presidium Reformata Voluntatorum, Evocata Reformata Presidium. So no, it seems not. This one will unlock the remuneration reforms. Will unlock the of Veritas Polybian, which will replace Levis Career. Equitus Romani Polybian, Principes Polybian, Triarii and Astatic. Auxiliary Barracks level 4 is here. So I will try to focus very much on technology research. This one will be very soon ready on researching this management, which will unlock recruitment of new Roman troops, which will be definitely stronger. However, as you can see, the professional soldiery research takes 54 turns, which is extraordinary. Extremely. That is equivalent, I think, to 10 or 20 years or something like that. So, as I said, I will focus more on researching military management. Now, let's get back to the game and let's focus again on diplomacy a little bit to see which are the enemies of the Roman Empire. Last time I was planning to strike Treveri and then I think Cherusci. With Treveri, Rome has no treaty or agreement. With Cherusci has also no treaty or agreement. The Cherusci are also at war with Suebi and Rugi. Chatti should also be attacked, so Treveri and Chatti should next time attack, and then perhaps Cherusci and then German Confederation and all that. I was trying to get a few legions around here, especially in the north here, because I was planning to strike Treveri, which already have a very nice army here. I think they are also having more, and I was also trying to bring in the spies, which should be here. So right now let's proceed to the game. There is, thank God, a huge amount of gold or money available for recruitment of new legions and other new investments such as building constructions, and also diplomacy payments, because if you want to have a good treaty, then you have to pay for it. No one is going to do you a favor. This is perfectly true in this game.
Gold. The people of
Council,
Carthage
once again
require
asking for
corn.
money. They asked however for some military access, but they will not accept it. Yeah, they want a non-aggression pact and a few money.
You have it.
Then, however, they still want some money on it.
A token, perhaps a modest gift of coin, would have my people see you in a new light.
But let's ask them for some military access. Yes, they will accept, but if I'm gonna move this, then they will not accept it. And the Victis are making the last move this turn. Structure report, grain pits in Istros. Public order is increased, grain silos next time, and more bread is available, as well as second trench mine. 3 Hastati, 4 Principes, and 1 Triaria. The Quartermaster report. Legio 9 Dialis is now being recruited or deployed here in Brundisium, new legion. So Rome has now a total of 9 legions ready to fight. There's also a fleet being built right now here. There's another fleet right here in Massalia. And also Legio 2 Fulminata defending the great fortress of Massalia against a possible invasion coming from Iberia or from western France. The subject attempts summer is right now and 2 hidden agents exposed. So that would be all that I would do right now as a move. These guys are moving forward and next turn they will be in place ready to fight already. And I think that right now Rome is at peace. Yeah, that's right. There is no enemy. German Confederation are raiding the land here belonging to Rugi. They still have a town here and in Denmark one belonging to Cimbri or something like that. It did belong to Cimbri. Right now nothing. Not anymore. In the town of Bells there are also good buildings being constructed, such as the Martian village. Svebi with their army, the victors of Filena. And another legion, the Legio 1st Italica here in Gallic. Reinforcing, of course. Some suggest that the public order is going down, unfortunately, and there's nothing else I could do except for bringing a legion, such as, for example, this one, perhaps from Istros, bringing it down to Sarmisegetusa, that would be a possibility. Or this unit from Norea, I mean this legion from Norea, 7 victories. Nicosia, that is not anymore. Actually, what I'm gonna do, it's not that easy, but what I would like to do is to bring this army from here.
Waiting for more orders.
Unfortunately, now things are going down, but it's okay. And I'm gonna bring it in Sarmisegetusa. They will have to cross through better. I don't know if this bring them over here. And then here. That's right. I don't have passage rights through Carteria as far as I know, but let's check it again.
A flapping tongue that's
Trade agreement actually. That's great. The relationship is neutral. We are at war with Jete right now. I just gonna leave them to take care of the war. Great. So, and let's take a look again. What is the how's the war between Sparta and Etruscan kingdom going? It seems that they will definitely lose to this Spartan army. They'll definitely lose the town of Nessus, and perhaps the capital Bukodeva will be under threat. Although they are recruiting far the troops here, the Harrows of Death. I think that it cannot match the Spartan army, and if also Epirus will decide to strike with this army, then the Etruscan kingdom will have absolutely no chance. Generally, Etruscan kingdom have no chance against the Spartan army, because of the Spartans' its hoplites. But we'll see what will happen next. Let's go on and advance to the next turn. So next turn I'm going to declare war on the guys. Would you like another question back? However, let's ask them for some more things such as trade agreements. And let's have them break the... they don't have anything, but they have another aggression pact, so that's right. Let's obligate them to break it with royal sheets. Yeah, of course they will not accept it. So next turn I'm going to declare war on these armies.
The spirits have
Jete would
noticed
like
that our
an
treasure
aggression pact.
stores are wanting. Can you help with this small matter?
Let's set these things. They have no treaty. But they have trade agreements, military alliance, no defensive alliance, no. Let's ask them to join war now. Actually, I cannot ask them too much. They are already loyal and warlike, but however, I'm gonna just do it. Could ask them some money though, but it's still okay.
The
wish you like an aggression
treasure
pact.
stores are wanting. Can you help with this small matter?
Can I save some money though? They didn't accept it. So research completes weapon proficiency is perfect. Gravitas. Do nothing or counter the rumors. 17,000. I'm gonna continue research in this field because after that I'm gonna be able to construct auxiliary garrison level 4. So let's upgrade it. It takes 12 turns, unfortunately. It's a lot, but it's necessary. Cherushi has been destroyed. First sponsor German Confederation. Structure report. Field of Mars in Bells. Let's build something else here in Bells, such as a manipular barracks. Would be very interesting, as well as a new town. And the original Gallic settlement level 2 has been built. Also, perhaps, yes, that's already okay. Great game expert administrator Marcus Orchidius Jesus in Massalia, which is great. Quartermaster report. Vigil 9 Dallas. I think this is all to be full. No, it will be full in another 3 turns. What about the troops that we included here? Let's break it. So version attempt and the winter, autumn and winter right now. Anyways, let's declare war to these guys, as I said, to Traveri.
Commander, ready for battle.
There's 2 legions I think they're gonna destroy that. I don't think they have too many units up there. They also don't have the whole Belgica region, they only have one small region in Belgica. So,
You are welcome, although my ancestors and people expect talk with purpose and honesty.
Let's accept it, and then let's go on. Let's continue with the new turn. Still takes a lot of time until the spies will go to scout the area of the enemy land. However, I will try and I will risk and proceed with the 2 legions forward into the enemy territory. Although I know it's very risky, but I'm going to take the risk. German Confederation trespass again. No, it seems that Mont Regis has been conquered by Wuji. That is extraordinary. Look at this in the northern, which means the German Confederation have only one town right now in Denmark. So it's very striking. I wonder with how many armies they are striking. 1, 2, 3 full armies. This is gonna be an epic battle. Of course I'm gonna control a large army and I'm gonna fight it in on the field. So I'll meet you guys in a battle map. As you can see, just as a small observation, the first garrison army is almost obliterated because of their agents. I bet that they couldn't wait to try to attack me. Thank God that 2 legions, however, are prepared here. Legion 6 and 5. And the garrison army which is almost destroyed. It counts for nothing. Well, they have a full stack army, a very small one, and a half stack army, together with a unit of mercenary Celtic light horse and a lot of swordsmen, Batarovas, Bagaudas, another swordsman, heavy swordsmen and so on, and the generals also have chariots, which also are a great force. So they have reinforcements 6,900 men, a total of 8,200 men at least, while the Romans have 8,100 men. So it's fair to say that it's like some kind of equal balance in men, but the Roman army are better equipped it seems, and perhaps they have better bonuses because of the generals, I'm not sure. Yes, if you can see, the enemy forces general have only 1 star, and the other 2, I'm not sure how many stars they have. Commanders effect, yeah, they are not very well, I think they have only, yeah, very few stars anyway. While the Roman generals, they have at least 2 stars, this one 2 stars and this one another 2 stars. So let's get to the game, and I'll see you on a battlefield. I think it would be wiser if I would have brought another legion here, so I would have a total of 3 legions. I think it would be far easier to defend and also to conquer the enemy. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, they are besieging the town. I just thought it would be an open battle. In this case, however, I can say for sure that they will have absolutely no chance conquering or doing something. However, There is one army inside, one legion inside plus the garrison army, and another full legion that will reinforce from somewhere, I don't know from where, but they will definitely reinforce. Anyways, so let's see where the enemy has its forces, if I can see them. Fortunately there's no... Ah yeah, that's right, I saw them right now. They are right here, there are very, very few forces, however they will strike and they will do everything they can to conquer it. I just gonna, of course, put all the guys, all the auxiliary and the missile units on the wall, you know.
Hold position.
There you go.
Missiles awaiting target. Guard. Hold.
Perfect.
At your service.
All of them should come here.
Defensive positions.
Extraordinary.
Hold position!
Guard.
Great. Actually, we'll put it come here. Absolutely perfect.
Levies!
I mean, the guys we have no chance. This will be just a pleasure battle where they will be destroyed. And take a look how much cavalry I have. I mean, there are 6 units of cavalry. This is extraordinary. I'm gonna bring these guys here though. That's right. So that they will be able to strike the enemy when the enemy will come. Let's see, let's put them here. Hopefully they will be able to throw the arrow above the walls and here on the other side of the wall. We'll see about it. Let's group the guys together and let's prepare these boys for getting out of the town and laying or organizing huge charges. I'm gonna bring them here actually. Actually, I would like to group them like that. Equites, and these guys are Italian cavalry.
Ready and awaiting orders.
There you go. That's perfect. And then there is the general. Where's actually I think general is included somewhere here. Where is the general? The general should be here. This boy, right here. Yeah, he will stay and defend there. And the other units can. Actually, I'm gonna do the following. I'm gonna take these extremely weak units and I'm gonna put them on the walls here. Fortunately, it's not possible, but yes, actually, I think it is possible. It is possible, but, well... There you go. So let's put them. Perfect. With these guys here on the walls, then the enemy will have absolutely no chance of attacking. Anyways, let's bring up more troops, and I mean this unit of Principes can come here, as well as a unit of Spear Warriors. Put them together, and there are 2 more units of Spear Warriors that could come. Well, let's say here. Italian swordsmen. You can stay there, of course. And these are the rest of the troops that will come here in the center and will strike only when there will be need for them to strike. Anyways, let's start the battle. Don't waste time and let's start the battle. The enemy are already striking, but I'm expecting for reinforcements to arrive at any time. And I also want to get this cavalry out of town and prepare to give massive charges, especially here. The reinforcements are right here. I also have to pay attention to enemy reinforcements, because there will be some 2 very heavy and very huge armies. So let's send these boys right away into the town here. No, wrong. First of all here, and then inside the town. Over. I'm curious to see what the enemy is. There we go. And I received another general and another cavalry unit, which is great. They will join the battle. Actually, I think I could strike them here. If I'm gonna strike them here, then I'll be able to get them inside, and then we'll have no chance. Otherwise, I might meet the enemy. I don't know where the other enemy reinforcement armies are coming or will come. Perhaps from this area, I don't know. Just have to keep an eye on everything. This guy should come from this part, this region. A lot of triarii. I think that is fair to say that I could just take them. Yes, I'm just gonna strike the guys right here. So let's come around here, and I'm gonna really just strike them. That's what I'm gonna do. Then I'm gonna bring the general inside. Right here. And the other cavalry, the Equites, which are moving right now, also inside. Also, I'm gonna get the cavalry out of it. Let's see, all the cavalry, although I'm gonna have to keep an eye on them. Yeah, there you go. Here comes the enemy. Here comes the other enemies from this area. Now, I'm just gonna leave the cavalry right here right now. I don't think it would be a good idea to get them out. However, I'm gonna try to strike the enemy from this position while the missiles are doing the job. Great job here. As you can see, they have very heavy swordsmen here. The Bataros are very heavy swordsmen, and there are plenty of them. Each unit have 240 men. These guys seem ferocious, but they have no armor, so I'm not sure what the defense is. Defense skills. These guys are already broken. It's perfect. So let's get the guys also inside here. While the enemy reinforcements are running as much as they can, and it's a lot of them, I have to say. They'll probably strike at this gate here, but I'm gonna bring reinforcements right away. However, right now it seems that the enemy are almost at the gates, but not yet. Let's bring the other troops here and let's try to give a charge on the enemy general. Let's see his carriers are a bit closer. Yeah, very ferocious, very interesting chariots. They are British or Celtic type of chariots, not the Egyptian one. Troops marching, I think, are already tired. The principals. This is the.
One of our units has used all its
There
ammunition.
you go. They are fleeing. No, not yet. They are not yet fleeing. Since they had almost no chance here, and they are already retreating, as you can see. There is a unit here of Principes, which are fighting very well. Let's give a charge on the general. There's a charge here. And let's see what the enemy is doing. I think that they will try to come from the other side, or they will regroup somewhere here. It seems that
The men are wavering.
they are coming from this part, but it's still okay. So let's see what will happen here.
Withdraw!
Yes, the general with his chariots. I think we have absolutely no chance here. There you go. Now they are retreating. So it was a total failure, the attack here, and it's just certainly important is to destroy the general.
Advance at speed!
General is there.
Follow at speed!
These guys are already broken. It's actually nothing what the enemy
One of our
could do.
units has used
Let's
all its
however bring the
ammunition.
general, the first general. I'm not even sure where he is. He should be here, yes. My god, they are inside. How the hell are they inside? Let's bring the general here.
Warriors ready!
These guys use their swords or their pillows to strike at the enemy. And it seems that the general also is being destroyed. Let's hold these troops as they are. Yes, the general, look at them. They are retreating, but they are absolutely broken. Now, I'm gonna bring these troops inside, because it makes no sense to keep them there, and I'm
We have
gonna
captured
try
the
to
gates.
prepare for a general strike. There you go. All of them will make it inside the castle as quickly as possible. These are elite units that I would like to conserve. I would not like to engage the enemy outside the city walls. That would be perhaps a very big mistake.
This is bloody work! Something scared.
They are already tiring and wavering. Look at them, they're climbing the wall. This is incredible. Pretty poor choice. The general has come here with his Triarii, and let's see what the enemy is doing right now. Yeah, it seems that they somehow are trying to get to this siege equipment here that has been left here. I think this is what the enemy is trying to do. Or eventually to engage these forces of Rome outside the town. But I think actually they will try to get to this siege equipment and try to climb the walls, because there is no other chance but, for example, to stay like around in front of a gate and try to burn it or something. This is what I think these guys will do. They are losing a huge amount of men. Anyways. Yes, they are losing a huge amount of men, as I said, not to mention that they are becoming tired. These troops are already coming here, they are already tired, but it's not that bad, and I should think of sending this cavalry out on the town. Let's send these boys here. Yes, they're coming. And the general, this general, will remain here. Actually, I should bring them here or somehow. Yes, let's bring this general here.
Name of Rome!
Alright, and take a look at the gross of the enemy army. I mean, these are a lot of men. Here might be at least 4,000 men here, all together. Unfortunately for them, they were just hurrying up of attacking the town, and they are losing a lot of men because they don't have enough siege equipment, and they couldn't prepare and plan a right attack on the fortress. Still many of them are coming, as you can see. There's no ending. These guys will definitely try to climb the walls, and they will pose a huge problem because there are not too many units here. Which means that it will be wise to send these units back. So let's have them back. here, as well as these 2 units here. There you go. Other elite units are here that will enter the battle if needed, as well as these 2 units of auxiliary Celtic barbarian whatever spearmen. These guys unfortunately are forced to come back because I couldn't foresee the enemy attacking plan. Look at them, they're exhausted. Other Romans are arriving here. And the first enemies are approaching. However, they will encounter a huge rain of pylons and of javelinmen and of arrows, pillows, and so on. Would be nasty. There's also javelin and cavalry here. Very easy cavalry, however they are very expensive. The general is also here. I think I could put them in hot wall, which will make them practically invincible. They will remain here even if a lot of enemies will rush in. What is going on with these guys here? I just don't get it. Auxiliary light label slingers. What is going down here? Where do they want to go? I just don't get it.
Your orders.
Don't seem to move, however, these guys are going... I think are the guys who are retreating from the wall. Yes, now I understand. Hopefully this will last of them, and hopefully the door will shut. How can I shut the door though? So that it's not possible right now. Although it would be great if I could shut the door. The enemies are approaching. It would be very wise to shut the door, so please shut the door. Perhaps it has to do with this triaria because they are here, that's why the door is open. So let's bring it like there, actually like that. Now the door should close. Come on, please close. Gatehouse. This triaria should also form the hot wall, I think.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Unfortunate, but is whatever. So the unit of Bataroas, which are encountering a heavy rain of arrows and pillows. They are putting however a great defense. Some of them are retreating, look at them, these javelin are retreating. There are also 3 units that I would like to call as quickly as possible. Gates are still open, unfortunately. Call that stay there. I think they will directly go through the gate. I just don't know how the hell is the gate open. I really can't understand that. It's perhaps because of these guys here.
Quick march!
Could be possible. Destroy chariots from the fleeing general here.
Commander!
These guys are slingers, I think. They are however not entering the gate, as you can see, the gate is open. I just don't understand how is the gate open, but this is how it is. These creatures are ready for battle. They can form, for example, they could form shield wall, not testudo, but shield wall. First unit of swordsmen is retreating. This is a very good sign. And billions of other men are dying along the enemy. Now they will start to climb the wall. Oh, they will encounter fierce resistance on the way. Oh my god, another unit is coming. Has gone. Off hostility. If they will better stay here, they are managing to hide here, which is great. Let's form shield wall in case they will be attacked, although they have not been discovered by the enemy. They're already climbing here. Let's see. It seems that some Triari are on the wall here. They might capture the wall, although I hope this will not happen. A unit of Principes. Unit of Lugoi, which are absolutely obliterated by the arrows and pillars. They are already starting to climb here. They are constantly losing a lot of men.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Triarii will soon enter battle. I think they are already entering battle. Not yet, but it will happen soon enough. This unit of Batara is already retreating. This is the enemy army, which is still incredibly big, and there are still many units that are coming. Although I think these are the last of them. Let's see if this guy can move in this shield wall. Let's bring them here. Yes, they can move forming this shield wall. That is great. Armor strength, raising melee defense, shield strength. Moving to a cross formation raises shields. That's perfect. It seems they are already capturing the gate somehow, which is very problematic if this will happen. Let's send this Triari here, and these units of spears also here. Although there is not any more place. Let's attack them. So what is here? Another unit of Triari getting ready.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
It will fall by the general. Very nice display, however. The enemy is absolutely exhausted. This is what is happening right now. But the battle is still fierce. And look how many troops they have. Thousands and thousands of men. The unit of Triari would be here, has started to do this. Get them to battle, as well as Triari. Let's send them to battle. These missiles still have some arrows. The guys are already retreating. These guys are also retreating. Let's send them to attack. This is a unit of principals belonging to garrison army. Another unit climbing the wall. The spear warriors are also fighting. That's right. This is the enemy. And here is a close view of the combat. So this trialiate fight also, as well as these guys, which are principes. Gates are still open, but the enemy is not still not striking. There are still Balearic slingers for striking the enemy here. That is just great. Sorry for that. And another unit, I think the last one, of mercenary Gallic warriors who was climbing the wall, but they still have absolutely no chance against these principles. And I also have to say that I think from the beginning they will have no chance. Now let's strike hard with this unit of principles. And let's get the cavalry out of it. I think that it's already gone. I think they have already lost the battle. Yes. Decisive victory. Deployed 8,100 and 160, and the Romans have deployed 8,143, so it was equally, but of course the advantage of the castle walls had made a difference, a huge difference in this battle. I'm sure that many of the enemy's units have been destroyed and routed, and that will mean a great advantage to strike farther. We're gonna enslave them. There are many captures. Enemy captured 177, actually it's not too many. Still, they still have a lot of armies, as you can see. That's why the next attack will have to take place with, let's say, 2 legions, and if necessary I'm gonna send another legion here in the area. A lot of subversion. Mission Egypt. Capture the following settlements Navisos, belonging to a Grecian kingdom. I'm not gonna do that. Construction complete, consecrate ground in Delminium. Let's see. So let's build a temple now. To Neptune, to Mars, Vulcan, Minerva, or shrine to Jupiter. Cannot build one to Jupiter. It seems that the most expensive is to Jupiter. So let's have it built. Get the trade report. Fix and barbarian customer report. Legion 9 Dialis. Another 2 turns and is full and ready to fight, including having 3 ballista, Roman ballista. And in Elysium, an auxiliary barracks will be also finished very soon. Cold winter right now, not a hidden agent exposed, and let's focus on the northern. Let's keep very desired offensive. Maybe the supplies will come, hopefully. Not yet, they are still very far away. Actually, I was trying to send them here, this was a big mistake. I'm gonna send them in the north. I've just noticed right now, but this was definitely a huge mistake. So, let's send them here, and let's go on. Does this destroy this army thing? Let's see how many units, only 4 units they have. There you go! Huge epic battle! That should be won, so let's see. Let's fight a battle on the battlefield. Legio of 5 Apollinaris alone is dealing with this unit. If we win the battle, I'm sure that we'll receive a few bonuses, especially for the general. This legion has unfortunately no cavalry, but it will do it on its own. Star deployment, beautiful winter here, and actually it has 1 unit of cavalry, this Equites Romani. Let's just bring let's start the battle. This is the enemy army, which is weakened, of course. I'm not sure if they will wait for me to strike or if they will be coming.
But that is entirely to our benefit. Enemy reinforcements approaching.
This might be the general with the chariots over there. I think I'll have to strike them right away because otherwise it might be dangerous.
Right out! Roma Invicta! Follow me! Happy to serve.
Okay. I think that the enemy reinforcements will come from the back somehow. Yeah, there you go. Here they are. From the town. So... Still have a cavalry, 120 men, is fully reinforced as well as a lot of destroyed units of swordsmen. So let's send the archers and all these guys right here. General. Oh, there you go. Here they come. So all the striking with the cavalry, it's perfect. Try to strike them as possible. Cavalry is being absolutely destroyed. This unit of archers is doing a great job. The cavalry is doing a great job, their cavalry is doing a great job, reinforcements from the town have arrived. And now it will make the battle even harder. Light horses. 120 of them.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
I think that the enemy is waiting for me to strike. Then let's strike. They're already fleeing, but they still have a lot of troops which aren't representing any threat because aren't any heavy infantry, for example. They suddenly start just follow, perhaps they will try to strike the fallen enemy ranks. So there you go. Let's strike them there. I'll have to keep an eye on the enemy general here with their chariots. If they'll give a flank attack, then they'll destroy my units. So I see that the battle has already started. Just gonna wait a little bit. Let's regroup this force. Let's send the skirmishers a little bit in front.
Archers! Heavies! Advance at speed! Double time!
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
There you go. Force them to attack. Oh boy, this was devastating. Hopefully that my troops will fire too. We gotta kill them. Come on. There you go. Not bad at all.
One of our units has used all its ammunition. One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Give it a huge strike up there. They still have a lot of troops.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Here they come, but here I come.
Principes! Charge! Sit forward! At speed!
Our general is under attack.
No kidding.
General! Victoria! Leaders!
Rally, please. This Equitas did a great job here, as you can see, but they still have a lot of troops as far as I can see.
Italian spearmen!
Let's give an attack on the general directly, and then also send swords.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
General! Archers!
Here's an attack on the general, which is firing with missiles.
The enemy general is dead.
Now let's give a full-scale attack. Let's involve the general into it. And victory. The enemy general is dead. Let's end the battle. They didn't lose too many troops though, only 1,745. Very, I have to say that they all have only one town, but they put a very big resistance. So what to do with the men? I'm gonna release them though. The Saudi didn't even enter the battle. I'm gonna release the captives. They didn't enter the battle at all. So let's see, they still have 4 troops here that are...
Ready for battle!
Oh, they still have a hidden army, full stack. This came from the middle of nowhere, so actually I could decide to strike them or not, but I'm not gonna strike them, I'm gonna encircle, let's say like that. And I'm gonna come with the other army, and I'm gonna try to take over this one.
Leave none alive!
There you go, 101. Gonna resolve it, but in protective stance. Actually, attacking stance is also good, let's keep it aggressive. Gonna also release them. I have lost 1 unit.
Advance!
Oh man, what was that?
To victory! None will
See it
escape!
again. Yes, perfect. Remaining force, let's get an aggressive stance. And let's occupy it with 2 legions, it's almost faction destroyed. Military traditions and Trevigorum. Now let's upgrade it to a Roman town. And as well as here, herding ground or farm or grain pits. I think herding ground is good enough, so let's do it. Or there's trench mine. Alright.
Ready for orders!
This one has lost 1 unit. Because they could put some hitters Hidera from here. Actually, they could also be upgraded. Do it. Then I'm gonna upgrade these guys too. Actually, only the general can be upgraded. But Legio 5 Apollinaris won our traditions, or let's see, engines of war. Vanguard Legion. Or Garrison of Syria. Vanguard Legion seem to be very interesting though. Formidable fighters. This one seems good enough. The general have 9 authority. That's great. I'm gonna wait a turn and then I'm gonna retreat this legion back to Vesontio and wait and recruit another reinforcement, another unit. The Vesontio have been out and the King Condor Artabartes for the one single candle. And then I'm gonna declare war to the next faction, which is Chanti. They are having good relation, they are like in Victis. They have no enemy for now. And they have a very good relationship. I don't know why, but perhaps because treaties with Chartis, they also have a good relation with other nations. They might declare war on Rome. They have 2 regions, which means this will enable them to recruit a lot of units. And yes, this is what it is. Fortunately, Victis have 2 allies, the Cantabri and Cesenati. They will all declare the war, but they are not doing it right now. So which country shall be next? Hard to say. The Russian kingdom, who has the whole of Sparta. I could though join war side by side with Sparta in appearance against the Russian kingdom, and I could take the whole Thrace perhaps. This would be an option. Another option would be to strike Chatti, although they have a very good relation with Swabia and Ruchi, but they have no allies. Also, another possibility would be to strike Artebrotes, which have no enemies. They are allied with Nevi. It will be a little bit difficult, as or to strike Edri, with whom I have relations, or Victis, and start a campaign here in Iberia. So I'll have to look careful, but the prospect of joining the war against a Russian kingdom and conquering the part of Thrace is very, very well, so I think I will do it, honestly. I also have a lot of legions here in the northern part of the empire. Also, another possibility would be to strike Budini, the Sarmatians. I have a good relationship with them. Very difficult. I will think about it. First of all, I'm gonna advance in return, and then I'm gonna decide. She's standing like an aggression pad. Oh, I'm pretty grim over them. I can ask them some money. They have rejected. Would you like military access? Asking for some money? Let's use them to make a military alliance.
Consult your ancestors, but you will see the merit in the offer I bring from my people.
Military access from Buji. Join war against German Federation. If they accept a military alliance, okay, rejected. Victis 4, objectives reward 14,000, perfect. The Victis 5, Excelsior, ever upward. You have come far and there can be no turning back. Go forth and conquer, glory beckons. Completely control 10 provinces either by direct ownership or through client states and military allies. Rewards objectives have been added to your objective list, reward 13,000. Subject gains notoriety, infamy. Cornelia Patercula. Member of your family has been dabbling in surgery. His skill with a knife leaves a little to be desired, and the pile of bodies is becoming difficult to hide. If word of this gets out of your family and then it's gone too far and you can't protect out him or hide him. Everyone needs a diverting hobby, but when things or else needs to know. Let's try to hide it. Senate influence 3 points and Imperium almost level 5, which is great. Bodini at the war with Royal Scythia and Rugi is at war with Bodini, so I think it would be fair enough to strike Bodini and conquer them right away. Structure report, billions of auxiliary barracks have been constructed, which is great. Trading fort and consecrated ground in Gallic. So let's see, Shrine to Neptune, I already built that. Of Mars, I didn't build that. Jupiter I did, Minerva and Vulcan. Am I gonna build a Shrine to Mars? No. Quartermaster Report, Legion $9. Equities Romani and another 3 troops, and I have a new Legion $9. Trouble Populace in Dacia. These are going very well. And summer is now in place. If I will decide to strike Bodini, I will have to do it fast. Unfortunately, I don't have spies in this part of the Empire, and it's also very hard to bring the spies from the eastern to the western, from the western to the eastern part of the Empire as well. But your first tiger is full of his experience, which is great. And yes, give it a practice castrum or a target stand. So I'm gonna build over a practice castrum. Nothing to build here. Massalia also nothing to build.
Ready for orders.
So it's better, I think. 63 years old general is absolutely wonderful, magnificent general. So the practice belonging to Edri let's bring these guys back to Vesontio. Different options now. And I should bring them back here. Should recruit a troop though. And that's it. So let's see how the legions are now displayed. There are 2 legions here, as well as one here in Massalia. 2 spies coming up. Another one I'm gonna send in the east. And of course, plenty of legions here. Well, not plenty, but anyway, many of them. Swabian Rugi good alliance. I gotta bring though this was a very important town, but I'd like to bring another army here and to strike Budini, just as simple as that. This is what I'm gonna actually do. Actually, I'm gonna take this army from here, this legion. It's not fully recovered, but it will very soon. And I'm gonna bring it here in Gallic, and then I'm gonna strike Budini. This is what is planned now, and the other legion that is now forming, I'm gonna send it also here. That goes on to Akin or Istros, and another legion come here where I will strike Budini. The plan is now to strike Budini, which are right here. I have a neutral relation here with them, but they already have war with Ruchi and Shchitsia. And I'm gonna strike them very soon. Let's take another look at relations to Arterbates, which would be also important to strike them, and I already have two legions here at the border with them. It'd be nice to strike them. Very difficult decision though. Anyways, let's advance right now and see next time what will happen. Jetta would like to become clan state. Incredible, they are unreliable. And they are born with Chatiori, and I only help with their military access operation critically, but so all in all, yes, I will accept. Mission failed. Equities are fully so chill. Legion 9 Dialis is full, has reinforced. Let's send it here to
Ships to port.
Epidanos. And there is also another unit here. I'm gonna recruit another unit of Triarii
We need goods.
and a unit of Missile Quinqueran. And another fully a full fleet has been also recruited here, plus 2 Invicta. Wet summer on the horizon. And as I said, I'm gonna wait until this guy will somehow come here in Gallic, and I will be perhaps able to declare war on Victis. They have the whole formation promise. I think this means 2 towns or 1. Tour. It's a big town though. I'm alive with the jet there. Let's build here a target stance. So let's continue the game.
Can you spare men to cut a few throats?
Christian Kingdom
These
likely to
people
join
need
war
death.
against
They would welcome it with your
Sparta.
hands.
Maybe that might be possible. Only against Sparta, of course. I'm gonna try to make them quite a state if they want to accept it, but they didn't. Rugi STS is liberated, trespassing Rugi. Mission aborted. Lemuria. Rugi at war with SD. Alliance fought between SD and Ruchini. Faction rises SD, consume army discovered. Yeah, this one is Daughters in Kingdom one.
Yes. Your orders?
Winter and autumn. And let's see. We got this. Severely Illyrian cavalry will also be upgraded. There are 2 horses. I think I should reconsider the war against Victis. Now, ST have a defensive alliance with Victis and war with Victis. It's difficult to decide what to do, and Victis are at war with Victis and Vesontio south. But I will still strike them with 2 legions, just as I said. So I have to wait for this army to come here. I could also start a war. Somewhere else, let's bring this legion in Vesontio. And let's look again at the maps, see what's going on. Maybe I could join war with Jete against Caterio and expand, or try to expand even further in Ponto et Caspia. This would be far away from Rome and be disciplinary and organized expansion of the empire. It would make much sense to declare war at the barbarian nation here in France or in Germany than here in the Far East, I think. I could also think and plan an invasion here against Victis and taking Cisleithania and Victis together. Now Carthage have only 2 enemies, which means that they have expanded very much. Relationship are neutral, they are unreliable and warlike, and I have with them only trade agreement. An idea to strike Carthage would be also a good idea, I think, somewhere in some point in time. With Edwy, I also have a lot of relations, so I don't think it would make any sense to attack them. And Navy and Artebrates would also be some possible target. But as I said, I want to focus on Victis right now, and I want to take them out, and then perhaps Caterio, although they are far away, as I said, but it could be an expansion there. These guys are the Seleucids, still have 5 enemies. And these are the Armenians, which are both Sagartia and Batava. They are expansionists and traitors. And Pergamon, which are allies with Rome and at war with Colchis. There's also Rhodos, allied with me, Crete also, and Sparta also. So Rome is allied with all Greek nations. Let's see, except Carthage. Alright, so I'll do as I planned, and I'll try to strike Victis here. Once this legion will arrive in the town of Hali. This is to be a very heavy legion, but with these 3 units of Legio Lineata, it means they will be almost invincible. And there is also a Legio 3 Primigenia here, which has also 2 units of Legio Lineata, very heavy spearmen, just like Striarii or even better, and a lot of archers. So I think these 2 legions will be enough to conquer the Sarmatians. Now let's have a look in southern Italy at Brundisium, because I've just with an auxiliary barracks, which will make possible to recruit a new legion on. So let's see, raising a new legion, raise forces, House of Junia, and other houses. Let's see what is the influence report. Yeah, House of Junia has a very small influence, which means I'm gonna recruit some men from House of Junia. There we go. And now let's see more units. Imperial Auxiliary Cavalry. I could recruit many of them, so many of them. Let's recruit, let's say, Imperial Auxiliary Cavalry. Let's say 3.
It is a great and glorious thing to
And then I think that the new unit of Auxiliary Etruscan Hoplites is right. And recruit 4 of them. As well as Ballista, of course, and then put also 3 Ballista, and then I'm gonna send it to Rome. I'm gonna recruit further units in Rome, or send it here in Delminium and recruit further units here in Suggestica or something. Legio 10 Adiutrix is called, and is having absolutely magnificent and elite units. So let's proceed to the game. Wait a minute, there are a few skills inside. Civil administration. Okay.
ready for orders.
Yes, here. Construction costs. Yes, this one's a good cost. $191,000 and market income of 14,000. Actually, I changed the taxation system, which will have more income to 16,000 or maximum to 20,000. I'm not gonna do this, I'm just gonna do it reduce to 14,000 and then going to 20.
My people are in danger.
So then we could turn war against,
and
I
attack
think,
these dogs.
Esti. I could do it, of course. That isn't become fine state.
The love of gold can stir evil in men.
These guys are like
Give
more
us your
efficient.
gold.
Maybe I would
Avoid
go
the
with
evil it
Chepe.
brings.
Yes, Chepe is kind of offensive. Line is broken between Victini and Esti. War declares Swaby Esti. Structure report town in Cavallero. Both can be upgraded, that is incredible, so let's do it. So there's cattle pens, 12 turns, spy bookways, slowly discovered. Concealed army belong to a Christian kingdom, which will try to strike Pyrrhus, but they'll have, of course, no chance. Quartermaster report, recruitment units belonging to the new Legion 10 at Utrix. All the units are being recruited, is perfect, and a cold winter is now around the continent. So they will be here soon, and let's send the spies here already. There you go, perfect. The spy Postima Scapula, which has, I think, a lot of traits. Yes, good enough. And let's see where's the promise map doing. I think that ST are alone at war with Swaby and G, and they have no chance of this. While Houdini are at war with, also with, no, they are with Uji and Rash. Now simply because I have no treaties with them, which is great. I should already plan the next war. Unfortunately, the next war will have to be against at least 2 nations. Either will be against Chetu, which has a very good relationship with Romans, but they have very, 230 nice territories here, or against Atrebates, which are unfortunately with Navy. Against Edri it would also be possible, or against Visci, which have true alliance, unfortunately, so it will be very hard to destroy them. As I said earlier, I will still try to strike Cartiarioi, which are at war with Chete, and they have defensive alliance with them. Actually, they are client stated. If it won't work, the war with Cartiariois, then I should think of German Confederation and further expanded. This is incredible. Actually, I wonder with whom they are at war. Only with maybe an illusion, not with Chopper. So maybe we'll be busy enough if I'm gonna strike after brothers, which have 2 regions here, as you can see. Then maybe we'll have to deal with German Confederation and with Rome, so I don't think they will like to do that. Edwy, however, have a lot of treaties with me, and I cannot break all of them just like that for a moment. So it's a little bit complicated, but between Artaburgus, maybe, and with this Chatti, I think I would just go on Chatti and Company right away. Although they have a friendly relationship. So let's head first, let's try to take out Houdini. And then I'll see
We find ourselves matched.
Sparta willing to turn war against the Briscan kingdom.
Your strength.
I might do it, but I'm gonna ask them for a lot of money.
Can you attack?
See. they are strong. Then let's ask them for, let's say, 18,000. This would be well. I can accept it first. They have a strong financial power, but they didn't accept the deal. At one point, however, I'll have to choose between Sparta and the Christian Kingdom, because they are close to each other, and at some point it will be wise to intervene.
Can ye not attack
Uji
these
would
folk?
like to
Your bravery in this would surely be worthy of a bard's song.
Drawers will be together on the map. Moderate. This is some military access from Uji. And there could be some effort to invasion. They are accepted. Great. Again. Christian rank, veteran. Population surplus in Venetia and Norway. Or in Noria. Let's do something to increase public order first of all, such as, for example, public forum, field of Mars not, an consecrated ground, or a workshop is not here, it's not important. Practice field, consecrated ground, and public forum. It seems that there already is a theater being built here, so I'm gonna build a consecrated ground, which will add positive public order. Structure report, auxiliary barracks 3 in Akin, library in Standing, let's see. It's perfect. As well as in Akin, practice castle. Here, this auxiliary barracks 3, which will add Imperial auxiliary cavalry, auxiliary Celtic axe warriors, and auxiliary Celtic bowmen. Great Dane, Loyal, Obvious Seal, Bloodmaster Report, Legion 10, more auxiliary Tristan hoplites have been built, which are an incredible type of hoplites, 4 units of them, so it's huge cavalry. This is undiscovered in Auroras, the lonely projector, which has been defeated it seems, and another one in Persinas. This addressing Kingdom army is attacked right here and is like a stadium. This Sparta faction encountered Victis and Iberia. Spring, summer, winter, war target available, and Great Dane, Virtue Police, plus these public order maternal Victis. This is looking again at the diplomacy map. It seems that right now I am at war with German Confederation. There is no common border with them, so it makes no sense to try to strike them somehow. As I said, I will still go on and I'll declare war to Virginia in order to conquer perhaps the whole region of Sarmatia. Actually, after taking Virginia, I'm gonna take Esti here, and I'm gonna have the whole Sarmatia province perhaps. The Donis have also appeared somewhere in the middle of nowhere, and they have a military alliance with Fuji, which means they will soon be at war with Esti. But as I said, I'm gonna declare war on Bohemia and follow again with that. So let's go on here. It seems that these guys have arrived here in Gallic, and I can declare war on Bohemia, so let's do it. Actually, I'm gonna do the following. I'm gonna ask Fuji, or I'm gonna propose them to join the war with Bohemia, and I'm gonna ask them for some money, so let's go. Would you have already a huge
Welcome.
territory?
We will talk and then we will feast
Join
until
war
our guts
again
rumble and our
against
backsides
Bohemia,
ache from
that's right.
overuse.
moderate, and let's ask them for something like such as a military alliance, but if they don't accept it, no. Offer some payments, such as 1,000, it's also low. Yes, well, let's have it as an offer. They have accepted, and now I'm not sure what to do. And German coverage. So let's go on another turn. Actually, I have a skill applied to this guy, this veteran, I think. 42 years old veteran, campaigning map, and chance of winning agents, as well as assault patrol, manipulation, raid, harass, assassination, authority, cunning and chance of evading and 0, and campaign map movement range accompanying terror. So let's have it.
Remember us. Simple an order as a king can give. Remember why we died.
Let your first Italia and the most men, 4,000 in the quarter.
Long I pondered my king's cryptic talk of victory. Time has proven it wise.
For from free Greek to free Greek, the word was spread that bold Leonidas and his 300, so far from home, laid down their lives, not just for Sparta, but for all Greece, and the promise this country holds. Here on this rugged patch of earth called Plataea, Turkish hordes face obliteration! Yet they stare now across the bay, and
German Confederation wanted to strike, and I have to say they have a lot of advantages until now. They have managed to conquer regions from Cornelia. Judging when to join war against these guys, it's very questionable if I should do it. I ask them for some money if they want to. Not too much money, of course. They're not able to pay it, so they rejected it. Subject gains maturity dispute. Street grab does not return, let's do something about it. This is spectacle. The journey is seeking permission to sail down to the proper maximum. Because the spectacle will provide instruction for the people in the spaces and principles of Roman architecture. Prevent him or allow him. I'm gonna allow him, although I'm sure that this will not be a good idea. But I'm gonna still do it. Motivated populace. Target stand is subject to target stands, and the next will be Doctor Sagittatorio. Somebody discovers Casingas. They have been attacked by the Byzantine Kingdom. Oh my god, look at this! Look at this thing. They have conquered Pella belonging to Epirus, and now Epirus have almost no troops here. We have only Syracuse. If they will go on and conquer Sparta, then I'll have to intervene on the side of Sparta, or perhaps this will represent a wake up for Sparta, and they will start a huge offensive against Vesontio. It's very nice to follow this road. Spartans also have a very small army, which I think won't do too much. It's very interesting to follow. I just thought that the Odrysian kingdom will have no chance. Actually, look at this. It seems that Epirus managed to take one of their town, and they are threatening to take their capital here. While capture of Pella proved to be also an incredible thing, because it's a very rich and big city. Very interesting to keep an eye on the war between the Odrysian kingdom and Sparta, though. Quartermaster report a few ballista have been recruited here belonging to Region 10 are deer tricks, and this will be a remarkable and very offensive build legion. This fleet is also, which is the maximum number of units. I'm gonna send this legion further in Rome to recruit perhaps some Triarii and other elite Roman units there. And the summer has come, and that's it. I'm at war with Bidini of this team, and I'm gonna start the offensive. They are recruiting a lot of men here, a lot of steppe horse archers. I think the war with them is very hard. And they have 17 units inside, including 1 unit of noble horse archers, 2 steppe noble lancers, 4 steppe spearmen, which must be very weak, and tribesmen, which are very weak indeed. Another 1 steppe horse archer, and 3 steppe archers. So this city here will be very hard to be conquered, and they have also extra war defense and so on. So let's attack them with a spy, and let's send the legions right away. It seems that we don't have an army in the north. Actually they have one, but it's destroyed almost, which means they have practically no offensive potential, so let's send all the legions against them. Just pressing yes, but there's no problem. And let's send this legion 2. If I demonstrate there are 2 legions, there will perhaps no chance. There we go. Let's strike them inside. Sabotage, poison wells, failed. No problem. So let's continue. Is going on aggression pact.
On freely given gifts of gold.
No chance of dealing or negotiating with conflict right now. Non-aggression pact wished by Brothers. Yeah, expansion things. Yeah, rejected. Oh my god, I think I just saw just a huge army belonging to Victis, which might come from the middle of nowhere, and they could pose an incredible threat.
There is much to be said for generosity.
Iberia is somewhere located in Caucasia. This is a little bit strange. They like a military alliance. They are expansionists in Basis and at war with Sumeria and Arson. They will also like some money, so let's see, maybe I can gain something from them.
There is much to be said for generosity between friends. It profits both parties. Don't you agree?
I gotta ask them for something.
There is much to be said for generosity between friends. It profits both parties. Don't you agree? A treaty would be an arrow shot with deadly intent against our mutual enemies.
They have accepted. That's extraordinary. That is great.
I call
Would you
now
like me
for you
to
to
join war
take your
against
arms
S2?
against these human wolves. Give your warriors leave to fight.
There's acceptance of mutual alliance, maybe. We just don't. Minus 100 senators. This is absolutely tragic. Or maybe not. 4 points. Influence 147 of 500 senators. This will increase also research rate. Maximum research rate gaining from Senate support will be, let's see. That's my research rate. -3 research rate. +2 research rate. +4 research rate. +6 research rate. +3 now it decreased the research rate and +2. Well enough. First fossil criteria, that's right, what they are doing here, I don't know. Structure report in Morea practice. And in Bell, some molecular barracks. But unfortunately Budini have come with a huge army of mercenaries, Sarmatian lancers, and armored horse archers as well as step horse archers. I would have to strike them right away. Unfortunately, I think they will conquer Dalles. But I'll have to send this legion from Istros towards them and strike them right away. Maybe I can strike them right here, let's see. No, unfortunately they are not able to strike them. This is just an unfortunate event. Which means I can send them farther to strike the town here, as well as these guys. Let's go to strike it here. Poison wells, yes, that's right. Failed again, this is incredible, absolutely incredible. They have 17 units. But as I said, I'll have to send this legion to fight against them. As quickly as possible, I'm gonna send another legion. The truth is that if they will take this town, perhaps they will take it. It has only 12 units, which are very weak, but I'm still gonna fight them. Definitely still gonna fight them. I'm gonna have to send... There is one army starting such a two that I could send right now in Garlic, and I'm gonna do it. No, not there. With the mountains, of course, this won't be easy, but will be necessary. There you go. And then another army to be sent in Istros. That's perfect. And then let's send this army in Hacking. This army here in Rome. Let's public order a little bit and let's recruit more troops, let's see. Unfortunately there are no troops to recruit in Rome. But there was a manipular barracks somewhere, I think in Morea, or that is Castrum, actually not. There's a Suggestica, that's right, manipular barracks and Suggestica, I'm gonna send them there. Let's see if it's somewhere in Suggestica. Although I didn't want to, I just wanted to send them at this area here to increase the defense. Although there are a few legions, but still weak legions. Let's see how over here there is an auxiliary barracks here. And here there is a manipular barracks. That means I'm gonna send it to Massalia. That will be perfect. And this unit here, I'm gonna send it to Tolosa perhaps. That also be good. And Tolosa, unfortunately, actually there are a lot of troops right now. So let's send these troop in Massilia here, although it's not completely necessary, but I'm gonna do it. This army has also ballistas, that's perfect. New troops are coming right now. Most probably they will conquer belts. So let's see, Estland discovered, whatever. Autumn, winter, autumn. Actually destroyed with province. And Rome is still at war with Bottini and German Confederation. German Confederation didn't make any progress because they have lost this region, and Rugi have expanded incredible, although they are reliable and they have a defensive alliance with the which is great. Esti also are at war with Serbia and Rugi. As well as Bottini, which have only one full army as far as I know. Unfortunately for Drusian Kingdom, they have lost everything they had, and that means that they have lost Sparta. Epirus have reconquered, not Sparta but Pella. Epirus have reconquered Pella, and they have also conquered Navisos, and now a small Spartan army is threatening, as well as an Imperial army is threatening the capital of the Drusian Kingdom, Tokudeva, which has, however, a lot of troops in the inside. Won't be easy to take, but I don't think that the Drusian Kingdom have many chances to do something right now. So let's prepare for a huge war, a huge battle with against this the Scourge of the Steppes. And if they will take this town, and perhaps they will definitely take it, then they will have to deal with this army as well. I think they're gonna send another legion. I'm gonna send this one as well, the Legio for Cornelia to deal with them. It won't be easy for me, but it also won't be easy for Bottini. I just hope that they don't have another full-state army somewhere hiding in these woods and coming out from the window of nowhere suddenly. They still have an army here that is almost destroyed by the invaders, of course. An army belonging to Esti, which will conquer perhaps this Rugi town of province, and another army belonging to Svevi, which is utterly destroyed. But for Rugi are still sending another full-state army here. They have a lot of territory opposite. So let's prepare for the next epic battle, and let's go on. Heroes.
Shall we hag at each other?
Jesus Christ, look at this. They want to become client state, like a peace treaty. They are giving 1,500 money. I mean, what else do they wish? Of course, more money. They are, however, weak, but they are willing to pay a lot of money, and they might accept it. The question is, shall I accept it or not? And I'm not gonna accept it though. Let's ask them for some more things. They might accept it. If they will accept it, they might accept it too, of course. They simply want a peace treaty and I'm not gonna accept it. They didn't strike this. I just don't understand this. They didn't strike. This is important. I just don't understand it. What did they do with that first day? Perhaps they are trying to come back and defend us or something like that. That is strange. But she would like me to join the war against Esti. If they were to become Iron State, perhaps. I'm just incredibly surprised that the beginning didn't strike here in battles. They should have struck. So let's take it up. Motivated populace, construction report from Jupiter in the Union, I think, and can be upgraded, of course. To Temple of Jupiter. Trade report. Populace. Sea army discovered somewhere there, and winter has come. Perfect, so let's get back here and let's see what is actually happening. I don't know where this army is, but I'm just gonna come here, try to defend the town of Bells, and also right here, trying to defend the town of Gallic. In the meantime, I'm gonna try to strike them here, and fortunately it is possible to strike them with 2 armies. Hopefully subject will work this time. Very good, was successful. Let's see what are the damages. Now they are good enough damages. Let's try with this army first. Teams of Step Noble Lancers, Noble Horse Archers, Step Spearmen Tribesmen, and a lot of Step Archers. Continue the siege. And I'm going to start with the second legion. Now 2 armies against 1 in protective stance and night attack. I think it will be nice, well enough to defeat them. Remaining force 80%, so let's go. I did lose more of them. Loot, subjugate, raise. Occupied. Let's have it occupied. Imperium level 5, and you can do more dignitaries, champions and spies. That's great, as well as more armies and fleets. That is perfect. Let's see here if they lost any unit. No, they didn't. These guys are also untouchable. Untouched. That's perfect. So I have 2 regions now, Gallic and Tour. Civil colonial, garrison colonial. I think civil colonial will be better. There's a temple. This one is wild horses being some more food and more from livestock. And a temple or something, wine trader, delicatessen, slave trader, food and so on. I think slave trader will be interesting in the next one. Let's upgrade it. Here unfortunately it's not possible to upgrade anything. World of Wonder Tour and suddenly occupied. That is just perfect.
Commander.
So they'll definitely strike with this army. Right here. So what do they have? They might strike in Bells. They had a chance, they missed it. Now they'll have definitely no chance of striking it. And I think they have no town left, no region left. Now, actually this town belonged to ST, should be taken right away and then declare war on them as quickly as possible. Don't belong to ST in this, then perhaps again travel over to check against Cartago and kind of even further, just perhaps. There should be also an army
for orders.
come to the docking. That's right. Another army going to Marsilia or something.
At your command.
This is Legio 10 Adiuflix.
Fleet reporting.
Great, so I'm gonna stop the recording here and I'm gonna see you next time. Take care and goodbye.